I want to talk to you today about a new mindset. See, so many times we get stuck in the same patterns, the same ways of thinking, and we wonder why life isn't changing. We wonder why we're not seeing progress in our careers, in our education, in our personal growth. But let me tell you something. The battle is won or lost in your mind. If you keep thinking the same way, you'll keep getting the same results. If you keep telling yourself, I'm not smart enough, I can't do it, I don't have what it takes, then guess what? That mindset is holding you back. It's not your ability, it's not your talent, it's your thinking. The good news is you can change your mindset. You don't have to stay stuck in the same old ways of thinking. You can make a decision today that you're going to start believing bigger, dreaming bigger, expecting more. Let go of limiting beliefs. Too often we let past failures define us. Maybe you struggled in school before. Maybe you tried something new and it didn't work out. And now, every time an opportunity comes your way, that little voice whispers, you're not good enough. You'll never make it. But that's a lie. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are full of potential, full of talent, full of possibility. But you've got to let go of that old thinking. You've got to start saying, I am capable, I am smart, I can learn, I can grow. Develop a learning attitude. See, the most successful people aren't the ones who know it all. They're the ones who are always willing to learn. They read books, they ask questions, they seek wisdom. They don't stay in their comfort zones. They challenge themselves every day. If you want to grow, you have to be a student of life. Maybe you don't have all the answers yet, but that's okay. You're learning, you're developing, you're getting better every day. Surround yourself with the right voices. Who you listen to matters. If you spend your time around people who are always complaining, always doubting, always settling for less, that mindset will rub off on you. But when you surround yourself with people who inspire you, who encourage you, who push you to be better, that will take you to a whole new level. Some of you need to change the voices you're listening to. Stop listening to fear. Stop listening to negativity. Start listening to truth, to wisdom, to possibility. Speak life into your situation. Your words have power. If you keep saying, I'm not good at this, I'll never succeed, I don't have what it takes, you are speaking defeat over your life. But when you start saying, I am smart, I am capable, I can learn, I can do this, something changes in you. Your mind starts to believe it, your actions start to align with it. And before you know it, that new mindset is producing new results. Faith and action work together. I believe that each one of us has greatness inside. But it's not enough to just believe it. We have to act on it. We have to step out in faith, take the opportunities, put in the work. So today I challenge you, shift your mindset. Start believing in yourself. Start thinking bigger. Start expecting more. Because when you change your mindset, you change your life. Your mindset is the foundation of your life. The way you think determines the way you live. If you have a limited mindset, you'll have a limited life. But if you embrace a mindset of growth, of possibility, of faith, you'll see doors open that you never imagined. The truth is, your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions create your reality. If you want to change your life, it starts with changing your thinking. So many people get stuck in a cycle of negative thinking without even realizing it. They wake up every morning expecting things to go wrong. They assume they're not capable enough, not smart enough, not lucky enough. They believe success is for other people, not for them. And because they think that way, they live that way. They never push beyond their comfort zone. They never try new things. They never take the opportunities right in front of them. But the problem isn't their ability, it's their mindset. When you start shifting the way you think, everything changes. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you say, I am learning how to do this. Instead of saying, I'll never be successful, You say, I am on my way to success. That small change in mindset makes a huge difference. You start approaching challenges differently. You don't see failure as the end, but as a stepping stone to growth. You stop being afraid of trying new things because you know that every effort, every lesson, every experience is making you stronger and wiser. Think about the most successful people in the world, business leaders, inventors, athletes, and educators. They weren't born knowing everything. They weren't handed success on a silver platter. What set them apart was their mindset. They believed in growth. They believed in learning. They believed that even if they didn't have the answers today, they could find them tomorrow. They saw obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to rise higher. That same mindset is available to you. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it gets. If you keep feeding it doubt, negativity, and fear, it will stay weak. But if you feed it belief, possibility, and learning, it will grow. You will start to see yourself differently. You will start to take actions that align with your new way of thinking. And before you know it, you'll be walking in confidence, stepping into opportunities and achieving things you never thought possible. It all starts with a decision to think bigger, a decision to stop letting negative thoughts control your life, a decision to believe that your future is brighter than your past. Don't let old ways of thinking keep you stuck. Let today be the day you break free. The day you step into a new way of seeing yourself, your potential, and your future. Because when you change your mindset, you don't just change your thoughts, you change your entire life. So many people go through life carrying the weight of limiting beliefs, thoughts that hold them back, words spoken over them that told them they weren't enough, past failures that convinced them they would never succeed. These beliefs become like invisible chains, keeping them from stepping into their full potential. They don't realize that the only thing standing between them and success is the mindset they've been holding on to. Maybe at some point someone told you that you weren't smart enough, that you didn't have the talent, that you wouldn't amount to much. And without realizing it, you accepted those words as truth. Maybe you tried something and failed, and instead of seeing it as a learning experience, you decided that failure meant you weren't capable. But that's not the truth. What happened in your past does not determine your future. Just because you failed once doesn't mean you're a failure. Just because someone doubted you doesn't mean you have to doubt yourself. Every person who has ever achieved something great had to overcome limiting beliefs. They had to push past fear, doubt, and insecurity. They had to believe in themselves before anyone else did. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, talent, or luck. It's the willingness to let go of the old negative thoughts and step into a new way of thinking. Think about how many opportunities people miss because they've convinced themselves they're not good enough. They don't apply for the job because they assume they won't get it. They don't start the business because they think they'll fail. They don't pursue their education because they've told themselves they're not smart enough. And the tragedy is, they never find out what could have happened because they gave up before they even tried. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay stuck in that way of thinking. You have the power to change the narrative in your mind. Instead of saying, I can't, you start saying, I can learn. Instead of thinking, I've failed too many times, you say, every failure has taught me something valuable. Instead of believing you're not enough, you remind yourself that you are growing, you are capable, and you are equipped with everything you need to succeed. It won't always be easy. Those old thoughts will try to creep back in. But every time they do, you have a choice. Will you let them control you, or will you replace them with truth? You may not feel confident yet, but confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by taking action, by proving to yourself that you are capable. The moment you decide to let go of the beliefs that have been holding you back, your life will begin to change. You'll start to see new opportunities, new possibilities, and new strengths within yourself that you never knew were there. The only thing standing between you and your potential is the mindset you choose. Let go of the old, step into the new, and watch how your life begins to transform. A learning attitude is one of the most powerful mindsets you can have. The people who achieve the most in life are not always the smartest or the most talented, but they are the ones who never stop learning. They understand that growth is a continuous process. and they embrace every opportunity to expand their knowledge, sharpen their skills, and improve themselves. Too often, people get stuck in a fixed mindset. They believe that intelligence is set, that skills are limited, that talent is something you're born with rather than something you develop. When faced with a challenge, they say, "I just don't have what it takes," instead of asking, "How can I learn to do this?" This way of thinking limits progress because it assumes that ability is static. But the truth is, anyone can grow if they are willing to learn. The most successful people approach life as a student. They don't assume they already know everything. They are constantly reading, listening, asking questions, and surrounding themselves with people who can teach them something new. They don't let their egos get in the way of learning. Instead of being embarrassed by what they don't know, they see it as an opportunity to improve. They understand that learning isn't just something you do in school. It's a lifelong journey. When you develop a learning attitude, you stop seeing failure as something to fear. Instead, you see it as a stepping stone to success. Every mistake teaches you something. Every challenge helps you grow. People with a learning mindset don't give up when things get difficult. They adapt. They find new strategies and they push forward because they know that every experience is shaping them into a stronger, wiser version of themselves. Think about a child learning to walk. They don't succeed on the first try. They stumble, they fall, they get back up and try again. And each time they get a little stronger, a little more balanced, a little more confident. Imagine if a child gave up after the first fall and decided walking wasn't for them. That sounds ridiculous, but that's exactly what so many people do when faced with challenges in life. They try something new, it doesn't work out right away, and they assume they're not capable. But just like learning to walk, success in any area of life requires persistence, patience, and a willingness to keep going. A learning mindset also keeps you open to new possibilities. The world is changing rapidly, and those who refuse to learn and grow will be left behind. But those who embrace learning, who are willing to adapt, who see every experience as an opportunity to improve, they are the ones who thrive. No matter where you are in life, no matter what you've been through, you can choose today to become a lifelong learner. You can develop new skills, gain new wisdom, and step into new opportunities simply by adopting the mindset that growth is always possible. The moment you commit to learning, your future becomes unlimited. The voices you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, your confidence, and ultimately your success. Whether you realize it or not, the people you listen to are shaping your thoughts, your beliefs, and your perception of what is possible. If you constantly hear negativity, doubt, and discouragement, it will be difficult to develop a mindset of growth and success. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and push you toward excellence, you will naturally start to think and act in a way that leads to greater achievements. Many people don't realize how much influence their environment has on them. They spend time with individuals who complain, make excuses, or settle for mediocrity, and they wonder why they feel unmotivated or stuck. The truth is, negativity is contagious. When you constantly hear people talking about why things won't work, why success is out of reach, or why life is unfair, those thoughts start to take root in your mind. You start doubting your own abilities, questioning your dreams, and lowering your expectations for what is possible. But just as negativity can be contagious, so can optimism, ambition, and a growth mindset. When you spend time with people who believe in themselves, who are constantly learning, who see opportunities instead of obstacles, their mindset rubs off on you. You begin to see yourself differently. You start believing in your potential. You feel inspired to take action, to set higher goals, and to push beyond your comfort zone. One of the most powerful decisions you can make is to be intentional about who you listen to. If you have people in your life who are constantly bringing you down, always pointing out the negatives, or discouraging you from pursuing your goals, you may need to limit their influence over your mindset. That doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life completely, but you do need to protect your mind. If someone is always negative, always doubtful, always discouraging, don't let their words take root in your spirit. Instead, seek out voices that inspire and challenge you. Find mentors, role models, and friends who encourage you to grow. Listen to people who have achieved what you aspire to accomplish. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch videos, and engage in conversations that expand your thinking and elevate your perspective. The more you expose yourself to positive, empowering voices, the more your own mindset will begin to shift. You'll start thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, and expecting more for your life. At the end of the day, the quality of your life is often a reflection of the voices you choose to listen to. If you want to elevate your mindset, elevate your surroundings. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, who believe in your potential, and who inspire you to become the best version of yourself. When you do that, you'll find yourself rising higher, achieving more, and stepping into the success that was meant for you all along. The words you speak have incredible power. They are not just sounds or empty expressions. They shape your thoughts, influence your emotions, and determine the direction of your life. If you constantly speak defeat, doubt, and negativity, you will create an atmosphere where growth and success become nearly impossible. But if you learn to speak life, words of faith, confidence, and possibility, you will start to see transformation in the way you think, act, and experience life. Many people don't realize how much their words are working against them. They say things like, "I'll never be successful, I'm not smart enough," or "things never work out for me." And without realizing it, they are programming their minds to believe those statements. The more they say it, the more they believe it. And the more they believe it, the more it becomes their reality. That's because the brain listens to what you say. If you keep telling yourself that you're not capable, you won't take action. If you keep saying you're not good at something, you won't put in the effort to improve. But the opposite is also true. When you start speaking life, you create an environment for growth. When you say, "I am learning, I am capable, and I am improving every day," your mind starts to align with those words. You begin to see yourself differently. You approach challenges with confidence instead of fear. You take action instead of holding back. And over time, those words that seemed like simple affirmations become the truth of your life. It's not just about positive thinking, it's about reinforcing a mindset of growth and possibility. When you speak words of faith and confidence, you're not ignoring reality, you're shaping your reality. Instead of saying, "I always fail," you can say, "Every experience is teaching me something valuable." Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you say, "I am learning how to do this." Those small shifts in language make a big difference. You also have to be mindful of how you speak about your future. Some people unknowingly limit themselves by constantly talking about what they don't have or what they can't do. But what if, instead of focusing on limitations, you started speaking about possibilities? What if instead of saying, "I'll never achieve my dreams," you said, "I am taking steps every day to reach my goals"? What if instead of saying, "Opportunities never come my way," you said, "I am preparing myself for the opportunities that are ahead"? Your words set the tone for your life. If you want to change your situation, start by changing the way you speak. Choose words that inspire growth. Speak encouragement over yourself. Declare that you are strong, capable, and full of potential. The more you speak life, the more you will see life flowing in every area: your career, your education, your relationships, and your personal growth. Speak it, believe it, and watch how your mindset and future begin to shift. Taking action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Many people have big ideas, exciting goals, and powerful visions for their future, but they never move beyond the planning stage. They wait for the perfect moment, for all the conditions to be just right, for fear and doubt to disappear before they take a step forward. But the truth is, action creates momentum, and momentum leads to results. If you want to see change in your life, you have to stop overthinking, stop waiting, and start moving forward. Right now, with what you have, from where you are. One of the biggest obstacles to taking action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of what others might think. But fear only has power when you allow it to paralyze you. The most successful people in the world didn't wait until they had everything figured out before they started. They stepped out despite their fears. They knew that progress comes from trying, learning, adjusting, and growing along the way. Every expert was once a beginner. Every success story started with a single step. Another common excuse for inaction is the belief that you need more preparation. While preparation is important, it should never become an excuse to delay action indefinitely. You don't need to have all the answers before you begin. You don't need to wait until you feel fully ready. Growth happens through the process of doing. Each step you take brings clarity, experience, and confidence. The longer you wait, the more doubt will creep in, and the harder it will be to start. Taking action also builds confidence. Many people think they need to feel confident before they act, but it's actually the other way around. Confidence comes from action. The more you step out and challenge yourself, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. Every small victory, every lesson learned, every bit of progress fuels your belief in yourself. Over time, what once seemed intimidating becomes second nature, simply because you had the courage to start. Consistency is another key to taking effective action. Some people get excited about a new goal and take action for a few days or weeks. But when they don't see immediate results, they get discouraged and stop. True success comes from persistence. Small, consistent steps taken every day lead to big results over time. It's not about making giant leaps all at once. It's about steady, intentional movement in the right direction. If you want to change your life, you have to be willing to act. Don't wait for the perfect conditions, because they may never come. Don't wait for fear to disappear, because courage is built in action, not in hesitation. Start with what you have, do what you can, and trust that every step forward brings you closer to your goal. The life you dream of is not built in your mind, it is built in your actions. Start today, keep going, and watch as your efforts turn into the success you were meant to achieve. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It shapes your beliefs, fuels your actions, and ultimately determines your success. When you shift your thinking, you shift your life. It all starts with recognizing that growth is possible, letting go of limiting beliefs, and adopting a learning attitude. Surrounding yourself with the right voices, speaking words of faith and confidence, and most importantly, taking action. All of these things work together to create lasting change. You don't have to stay stuck in old patterns. You don't have to be held back by fear, doubt, or past failures. The moment you decide to think differently, to believe in yourself, and to step forward in faith, your future begins to change. It won't always be easy, and there will be challenges along the way, but with the right mindset, you will find a way through every obstacle. Success, growth, and transformation are within your reach. The key is not just in wishing for a better life, but in believing that it is possible and taking consistent steps toward it. Choose today to embrace a new mindset, one of possibility, faith, and determination. When you do, you'll begin to see doors open, opportunities arise, and your life take on a whole new level of purpose and fulfillment. Your best days are still ahead, and it all starts with the way you think. So decide today to renew your mind, take action, and step into the incredible future that awaits you.